Hello. Just gonna... This is that really weird part where everybody looks weird. Good morning, everybody. Just trying to pin... Hello. There we go. Good morning. Okay, we're all pinned. Hi, Betty. Look, you're joining me today. Huh? You guys, we have a special guest, my assistant, Betty. She usually just likes to lay down, yawn. She might join in. Who knows? We'll see. Do you think you're going to join in today? Huh? For sports shoes? What do you reckon? Come on. Everybody, come in. Say hi, Betty. She's a bit camera shy. Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to... Oh, okay. You want to say something? No. Welcome to your stretch flow class. It's really nice to be back, to be asked back by Sports Shoes. Thank you. Well, now all I want you to do is to settle down. Take a seat on the floor if you have your coffee. That's nice too. I'm going to put it to the side. Again, just take a seat. Let your legs pull out to the side. Fold, fold your legs in front of you, nice and gently, and relax. And what I want you to start thinking about for now is feeling your sits bones on the floor. Feeling those sits bones. Start slowly feeling the lower spine. Your hips lifting up. Breathing through. Lifting your belly up. Nice little belly up. Feeling your ribs. Closing in your ribs. Feeling the back of your mid-spine lifting. Feeling your chest opening up. Shoulders back and down. Your upper back lifting. Feel the back of your neck and the front of your neck lifting nice and gently. And also feeling the top of your head long and lifted. Slowly we're going to release our neck from one side to the other. And at the same time, as you're releasing your neck from side to side, I want you to think about all those little points from your tailbone to the top of the head, feeling the alignment in your back, not releasing, try not to slouch down, lift, keep lifting up as you're releasing your neck from side to side, very gently, breathing through, nice and softly. Good, let's do a couple more. Gently releasing. 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your chin down to your chest and lift it up to the ceiling. And again, lift down and up. Nice motion. Release and up. Keep the breath flowing nice and gently. And again, thinking about that alignment in your spine. Don't slouch over, lift that spine up and down. Breathe. Let's do 2 more. And lifting up. And last one. Down and back to your center. And right now I just have my hands just resting on top of my knees. And we're going to do some spine rotations, okay? So bringing your spine forward, your chest forward, your ribs forward, then onto the left side, slowly contracting back, slowly releasing to the right side and back to the front. Going around, releasing that spine around, giving it nice little motion, waking up that spine, waking up that lower back, waking up those ribs, getting that nice range of motion, that blood flow through. Let's do one more, all the way around. One, and back to the center. Now let's take it to the right side. Right, then contract back, and to the left, forward, to the right, again, releasing through. Just let your head rest on top of your spine as you're releasing that spine. Back, side, forward, side. Let's do one more, around, and back to the center. Good. Now slowly, very, very slowly, place the soles of your feet together into a little butterfly position. Releasing, again, place your feet together, heels, hands on your ankles. If you feel like you need a little bit more lift in your hips because if your knees are up, that's fine. You can either use a pillow or a little yoga block. Now holding on to your ankles, release those knees to the side as much as you can. Now try not to bounce your knees, because that only sometimes, for me, that sometimes I feel that it retracts and it does more, it doesn't release my hips as much, okay? So what I want you to do is slowly bring your knees up and slowly release them down as far as you can. Up and down. Again, thinking about lifting that spine all the way up, holding on to those ankles, and we just want a nice little motion for your hips to release, those hip flexors to start working gently and down. Again, releasing down as far as you can. Breathing. Let's do two more. Release all the way down and up. And slowly down. Let's do one more because this feels really yummy. Up, 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 and down. Good. Now place your left hand on the side, and I want you to just take your right hand and place it on your right knee, and I want you to just to push away that right knee as you're pushing away with your left, going onto your left side, pushing those hips out, push that right hip out, release. Sometimes our hips get a little bit sticky, so we want to unstick, releasing through, and it also helps release your lower back. Breathe through and slowly change to the other side. Left hand on your left knee and pushing away. You can also place it on your thigh if you feel a little bit more comfortable. That's completely fine. Okay, so really gently pushing away, and you'll feel that lovely little stretch by your hip flexor in your inner thighs, in your thigh, releasing out. You feel it also in your back, in your lower back, releasing, releasing, releasing. Breathe. And let's do the right side again. Slowly, gently pushing away. Again, thinking about keeping your abs tight, abs lifted, lifting away. Breathe. So again, no slouching over. I'm an anti-sloucher, okay? So lifting through, releasing, releasing, releasing that hip, and slowly release. Let's go on to the left side. One more time. Release, release, release. Push down. Push, 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 push. Open up that left hip. Breathe. And slowly release down. Okay, now from here, slowly bring your knees together. And release yourself onto the right side, onto your right hip. So place both legs at a 90-degree angle. My left leg is going to bend behind. Okay, now this one might be a little bit tricky for some people. So if you have a little bit of knee injury or anything like that, if you don't have that much flexibility, you can always release them out, okay? So you don't have to stay all the way tucked in. So both legs at a 90-degree angle, very gently. And I want you to, again, be sitting on that right hip bone, okay? Place your hands behind you. Okay, and slowly rotate that leg out and rotate that right knee in. Again, this is about releasing those hips and change very gently, keeping your chest lifted, rotating that left, opening up. It's almost like I feel like I'm turning the page. I'm opening the book, I'm closing the book. Open and release. Good. Keeping your chest nice and lifted, abdominals lifted, breathing through and release. Open up. Let's give those hips a nice little gentle wake up, okay? Very gently releasing through and out. Sometimes we forget that our hips, those hip rotators, that if we don't release them, that will cause even more back pain. If you don't stretch out your butt butts, your glutes, also it will limit the range of motion that you use when you're training. Also releasing those hamstrings, releasing around, releasing that pelvis, releasing that back. Okay, it's a major, major factor for us, for all of us, whether you like training or just as an everyday thing, okay? Let's do 2 more, releasing through, breathing, keeping that chest lifted, abdominals lifted. Slowly, slowly, let's do 1 more on each side. Let's go back to the left gently, and again, back to the right. And you're gonna hold it here, okay? Now, bring in that left knee, okay? Bend that left knee in a little bit. Release the right leg forward, okay? So you're giving me a nice little L. Now, if this is a little bit too much for you, for your left knee, you can always bring your left knee in front, your leg in front, okay? So you can place it here, or you can have it back, okay? So you're giving me a nice little 90-degree angle here, either with your leg in or behind, okay? So again, thinking about lifting that pelvis up, I want you to face your foot, square shoulders, square hips, okay? Slowly, very, very gently, walk yourself forward, tilting from your hips and not from your waist, okay? So again, no slouchy, tilting from the hips and reaching over, okay? Very gently. So I want you to reach and then come back to the center and slowly reach forward and back to the center. Again, thinking about lifting up and over without releasing your spine, tilting from the hips. And let's do 2 more. Reach forward, breathe, flexing your foot and reach forward, breathe. And let's do 1 more and we're gonna hold it there. And I want you to bring your hands over so your hands are parallel to the floor, tilting from the hips, abs lifted. Don't think about bringing your nose to your knee. It's fine. I want you to think about reaching your hands over your toes, shoulders down. Keep lifting, breathe for 4, keep reaching 3, keep reaching 2, and keep reaching 1, and come back to the center. Nice and gently, breathe. Slowly release your foot. Now if you have your leg in front of you, just bend your knee in front, okay? Just bend your knee here, lifting your chest up. Again, breathing here. Long alignment in your spine. Make sure that heel is by your knee. If you need to keep it a little bit further towards your ankle, that's completely fine as well. See what feels best for your body, okay? So again, bringing it in here, keeping your chest lifted, sits bones on the floor, long spine, slowly lifting here. I want you to place your right hand by your right hip. Slowly tilt over to your right hip. Okay, so right hand by right hip, shoulder, elbow, and wrist are aligned. You're slowly going to push up, you're going to lift your hips up, and you're going to reach over. We're going to do this 4 times nice and slowly. So the first one, I'm going to place my hand over my left knee, and I'm going to push up, stretch, and slowly bring it down to my starting position. Be careful of releasing your hand too out because you won't be able to support your body and you're going to be putting too much pressure on your shoulders and your this one and your elbow. Okay, so I forget everything in the morning. So slowly, let's go and bring it up. Breathe, push, and slowly down. Let's do 3 more. Slowly push up, lift those hips, lift, stretch, and bring it down. Nice and gently. Last 2. Bring it up, up, reach, reach. And slowly bring it down. Last 1. And lift up, lift, lift, lift. And slowly bring it down. Nice and gently. Release. Good. Now slowly, I'm going to just switch to the other side. Release both legs in front of you. Breathe. Okay. Again, breathing is key. Okay. Slowly, we're going to switch over to the right side. Now again, you can either bend your right knee behind you into a 90-degree angle, or you can bend it in front. Okay, we're going to do the stretch overs again. So here, again, nice 90-degree angle. Slowly take a deep breath in, making sure your hip bones are nice and stacked. Okay, hips, ribs, shoulders, head. One beautiful alignment. Slowly reach over that left leg and slowly bring it back. Very gently. Breathing up and over, stretch over, and bring it back. If you need to bend that left knee a little bit, that's fine, okay? Slowly reach over and bring it back. Last 2. Slowly lift up and over, reach, and bring it back. Again, not slouching over. From the hips, tilting over, long spine, and bring it back forward. Now slowly extend your hands in front of you so you're nice and parallel to the floor, and reach over, reach, hold it, making sure you have nice, beautiful alignment of the spine from your tailbone to the top of your head. Reach over, try to reach over the toes, breathing, keeping those abdominals in, shoulders back. For 4, keep reaching. 3, reach, reach. 2, and 1. Ooh, I had a little shaky leg. Good. And slowly release. Breathing. Good. Now bringing that knee into your chest very gently. Breathe, lengthening the spine, feeling your sits bones. Hug that knee in. Again, hips, ribs, shoulders, head in beautiful alignment. Breathe, good. Now slowly tilt over to your left. Okay, place your left hand by your left hip. Very gently, shoulder, elbow, wrist alignment. Your hip and your shoulders are in one line as well. Slowly you're going to lift your hips up nice and gently. Hips up, lifting through. Breathe, and slowly down. Go as far as your body allows you to, okay? Again, lifting up, pushing with that right leg, pushing down onto the balls of your feet. Push, and slowly down, very gently. Make sure you're in the correct alignment. And again, breathe, reach, 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 and slowly down. Good, don't let your shoulders invade your ears, shoulders down. And last time, bring it up. Breathe, breathe, lift, stretch, squeeze the butt, and slowly, gently bring it down. Good, nice. Release that right leg in front of you and just give your legs a little shake. Again, still keeping the alignment. If you need to bend your knees more, that's fine. But as long as you keep those hips, ribs over your hips, shoulders over your ribs, over your hips. Gently release, breathe. Good, nice and easy. Good, now from here we're slowly going to turn ourselves onto our hands and knees. Very gently, make sure when you're going from one transition to the other that you're being really gentle. Going onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under, and we're slowly going to go into a downward dog. Okay, now, making sure for now that you're nice and stacked. Okay, slowly releasing your knees off the floor. Lift your hips up and slowly start walking through the balls of your feet. If you need to rearrange yourself, okay, make sure you're at a lovely diagonal, creating a lovely little triangle with your body, releasing through. Breathe. Good. Make sure your ears are not being invaded by your shoulders. Tummy's in. Walking through the balls of your feet. Lengthening your Achilles. Lengthening your soleus, your calves, your hamstrings, your arches. Breathing through. Releasing that back. Making sure your back muscles are not crunching in. Flat back. Pushing those shoulder blades out, outwards. Breathe, pushing through the hands. Breathe, keep walking through. Walking through for 4. Release 3, 2, 1. Slowly release both legs. Now it's okay if your heels are not touching the floor. Okay, as long as you're really lifting your hips up. Nice little wiggle here. Slowly bend your knees very gently and walk your feet to your hands. Feet to the hands, nice and gently, and slowly let your body just drop over your legs and just release from side to side. Okay, very gently again. In this position, I'm also thinking about scooping my abdominals. Okay, so nothing just goes to waste. You're always staying active with your posture, your abdominal lift. Breathe, making sure your shoulders are not invading your ears. Shoulders back, just simply release. You can bend your knees as much as you'd like. Try not to push back into your heels. Stay over the balls of the feet. Breathing here, nice and gently, releasing from side to side. Let's stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly roll up through your spine all the way. 4, 8, slowly 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly roll down, making sure your chin to your chest. Slowly rolling through your spine. Breathe for 8, 7, 1 vertebrae at a time. 6, tummy's in. 5, shift your weight towards the balls of your feet. 4, 3, 2, bend your knees a little bit. 1, grab onto your elbows and again swing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly roll up. 4, 8. Roll up. 7. Through your spine. 6, 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. And stay up nice and gently. Now just turn to me. Okay, just release your feet out to the side. Okay, a nice wide position. Okay, nice lovely wide position, wider than your hips. Okay, now I want you to just slowly, you're going to tilt from your hips and take yourself forward into a wide fold. Okay, so slowly from your hips, you can bend your knees a little bit. Slowly take yourself down without releasing your spine until you get to the floor, as far as you can go. And again, just a very slow sway from left to right. If you need to bend your knees a little bit, that's okay. Okay? As long as you're keeping that nice lengthened back, hamstrings, opening up that lower back, releasing the butt, releasing your glutes. Breathe. Little stretch from side to side. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly stay in the center. Stay in the center. Breathe. And I want you to slowly roll up for 8 counts. Roll up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, all the way up. 1, bend both knees. So bend both knees. Make sure your toes and your knees are pointing in the same direction, okay? Be careful with letting your knees come forward. Okay, so if your knees are coming forward, just don't go down as deep. Okay, this is fine as well. Okay, but if you do have a little bit more range, you can take it down, again, making sure your knees are stacked right under your ankles. Feet nice and flat on the floor. Okay, if you need to go a little bit wider, that's fine. Okay, tummy's lifted, try not to bring it over. Tummy's lifted, breathing here, spine nice and long. Place your hands on your knees. Now slowly tilt forward and push your knees back. Okay, very gently. If you need to just bend your elbows a little bit, that's fine. Shoulders back, chest lifted. Slowly release your shoulder, your right shoulder down. Back to the center. Release your left shoulder down. Again, continuing with thinking about the alignment of your spine, your abdominals. Breathing, right shoulder down, and back to the center, and left shoulder down, and back to the center. One more, right shoulder down, and back to the center. You might hear a couple of clicks in your spine. Left shoulder down, and back to the center. And breathe. Slowly straighten both legs, breathing here. Slowly bring your feet in, nice and gently breathe. Make sure your spine is nice and aligned, keeping your abdominals in, okay? Bring your right leg behind your left to a little check sign, okay? Right leg behind your left on the ball of the foot in the back. Slowly, we're gonna bend both knees to sit down on the floor. Okay, so slowly keeping your abdominals lifted, long spine, okay? Slowly bending both knees, gently, make sure there's enough space in between your knees, okay? Gently, once you start getting closer to the floor, place your right hand down and slowly release yourself onto the floor, folding your legs, breathe. Woo! That takes a lot of control. You can hear my breath shaking. Okay, gently keeping your abdominals lifted here. Take a deep breath in, shoulders down. Slowly walk yourself forward, hands forward, walking nice and gently. Breathe. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly walk yourself back. Breathe. Good, nice and gently open up both arms to the side. Breathe, open up your chest, shoulders, open up that sternum, open up. I want you to arch your back, really arch, open up. And slowly contract in and give yourself a nice little hug. Shoulders down, have a little wiggle here. Breathe. Very gently. And again, open up your chest, arms out to the side, bringing in all that good energy, lengthening through. Let those fingers wiggle. Breathe, shoulders down, chest lifted, abs up. Breathe and give yourself a nice little hug. Breathe, a little shaky shake. Breathe, guys. Very well done. And last time, take a deep breath in. Open up, open, stretch, stretch, stretch. Release those hips on the floor. Breathe and give yourself a nice hug. Good. Breathe. Gently, shoulders down. And slowly release your arms down to the floor. Take a deep breath in. Lift both arms up. And slowly lower them down. And again, take a deep breath in. Lifting your spine, lifting your chest, and slowly down, releasing that breath. Last time, take a deep breath in, lift your arms up, grab onto your arms and stretch over. Again, really pulling away from the floor, reaching, and rest, breathe. Well done, guys. Good job today. Well done. As always, it's really important that as much as we all work out and we do everything to try to keep up with everything, to give your body a little bit of time, give your body a little bit of breath, a little bit of stretch. It's always extremely beneficial, and mentally and physically. Just take a moment for yourself, and again, just take care of yourself. It's the best thing ever. Okay? Thank you so much, Sports Shoes, for having me, and thank you so much to all of you who joined me this morning. It means the world. Have a great day, everybody.